Since the last game, we've gone unbeaten. We're through to the quarter final of the Champions League where we face Liverpool. Let's see if in our first ever season in the Champions League we can progress to the semi finals. Welcome to Around the World in 80 Clubs. So since you were last with me and that game against Newcastle, we then went on to draw 2-2 with Fergus and Malcolm getting the goals against Nottingham Forest. We then beat Liverpool in the FA Cup after extra time 2-1 with Lotfi and Vassin on the score sheet there. We then faced Lazio in the round of 16 in the Champions League, where we won the first leg 1-0 away from home with Bishop on the score sheet. We then went to Brentford came to us, in fact, and we won 2-0 with Vassin and Boy getting an own goal there. We then rotated a little bit against Arsenal against Lazio at home, where Malcolm and Gavi got the goals. We then went on to stuff Reading 5-2 in the FA Cup. Erkan, Vassin, Asprilla, Lotfi and Bishop scoring there. We then went against our old club and won 4-1 with Bellingham getting a brace, Malcolm and Asprilla on the score sheet. And then finally we played Blackburn and beat them 3-1 with Pino, Asprilla and Bishop on the score sheet. So today we've got two legs against Liverpool in the Champions League quarter-final. Fingers crossed we will do both of them. If for any reason it's inevitable after the first leg, we might just play the Fulham game as well, but that's unlikely. And for today's game, we have Silva in goal with Hull, Gvardiol, Yarrow and Vegas at the back. Naipen and Elliott in midfield with Bishop, Asprilla and Lotfi behind Malcolm up top. So in the other game, we have Bournemouth versus RB Leipzig. Remembering that this is a Bournemouth team, unlike probably in any other save. They've been taken over by a tycoon and are one of the best teams in the league. And in fact, seem to have taken Manchester City's spot this season. So fingers crossed we can bypass Liverpool and potentially get through in the competition, and that might be the only way we get into the Champions League this season is by winning it. And Naipan has managed to put the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. I'm not getting too excited though, because there is still over a game to go. But as things stand, it looks quite dominating. Bournemouth also on the score sheet with De Ketelaar. But here's Gvardiol with the long throw to Lotfi. Plays it back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol tries to find Elliott on the edge of the box. Unable to. And Sperkan plays it back to Rigo, to Davis. It was 1-on-1 for a minute there. Here's Thuram. And it's gone pushed over the bar by Silva. Shabkin to take the corner, goes towards the back post. Spreer manages to get it clear. I do think that we are probably evenly matched against Liverpool. At the moment, I sense both teams are about the same. Here's Lofty. Plays it to Asprilla, but Asprilla's fouled there. Surely. Referee's checking for a penalty, and penalty awarded. This chance to make it 2. Elliott on the penalty spot and blasts it into the keeper, who pushes it over the bar for a corner. Lotfi Elliott. Offside there from Elliott. He didn't come back onside after the corner. And it goes into half time. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. Hull's going to come off for Brock off. And Gabriel's coming on for Euro to get rid of the yellow cards. And that will do for the minute. Wowzers, that was close. Elliott's going to come off now for Jude. We're going to bring Jude on. Elliott's had a bad game and also missed that penalty, so it was only going to get worse because football managers like that. And now they've got a free kick in a very, very dangerous spot. Shavkin goes for goal, but blasts it wide. You really should get it on target from there. 70 minutes played, and it's still Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. Bournemouth have gone 2-0 up away from home to RB Leipzig. So now we're just hoping that we do hold out 5 minutes of extra time. 2, 1. It's all over. And we've won the first leg 1-0. So join me in a second for the Fulham result and the second leg of the quarterfinals. Hello and welcome back. So for today's game, second leg against Liverpool, we've got Silver in goal, Erkan, Gvardiol, Yarrow and Vegas at the back, Napan and Elliott in midfield, Bishop, Asprilla and Pinot behind Malcolm up top. We managed to beat Fulham in the in-between game. First half was quite even, ended 2-2, but we dominated the second half and we won 4-2 by the end of the game. Substitutions really did make a difference. So here is Euro on the ball. Plays Davis. Dokes evened it up quite quickly. Within the first minute, he's managed to put the ball in the back of the net to even the score. And as things stand, it's 1-1 on aggregate. Yes, so it will be interesting. His Doak Hopefully they don't absolutely whoop us in this thing. It seems like they're having a lot of highlights at the moment. That's got to be offside, hasn't it? I thought there must have been an offside in amongst that. But clearly not. They've gone 2-0 up. We are moving to attacking. I am demanding more. This is not the good start we needed in this match. As obviously RB Leipzig have made it 2-2 on aggregate. It's Stanzik to Shelbars. He's just ran all the way through and put the ball in the back of the net to make it Liverpool 3, Manchester City 0. I'm now berating the boys. I am going to lay into them at half time. Dressing room. Thrash arms. That was terrible. That was almost a water bottle throwing. Terrible. We've had the opportunity to progress. We gave ourselves a chance in the first leg. But this second leg, we've just let them destroy us. Spear loses out to Shapkin. And it's saved to go wide. This is not going well at all. And I don't know what's best to do now. It's played out to Rigo. Back to Schultz. It's offside, luckily. According to the match stats, it's quite even. It's anything but in game. Gavi's going to come on. Jude's coming on. Brockow's coming on as well. We are going to leave it there for now. We are attacking as things stand. Here is Brockhoff to Gavi. Brockhoff. Gvardiol picks it up. Bellingham plays it through to Bishop, but Bishop's offside. "70 minutes, we're going more attacking. We're upping the tempo. This is not good at all. And we go crashing out of the Champions League in the quarterfinals. That was not the best result. So, with that, I think what we're going to do is we are going to jump all the way now to the final game of the season. Obviously, we may be in the FA Cup final, which will be our only chance of silverware this year. So let's hope we can get to the FA Cup final, and the last episode will be Crystal Palace, and hopefully a final. If not, Crystal Palace, and then we'll see where we stand and what players we need. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, I have spoken.